Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's Boston Red Sox Historical Tournament. We're in Region B, Round 1, still in Series 6, the 70 Red Sox, 56th-seeded team, against the 58 Red Sox, the 73rd-seeded team. Yet last night, we had an exciting 11-inning walk-off thriller by the 58 Red Sox as Pete Runnels, the singles hitter and American League batting champion from 62, homered in the bottom of the 11th to bring home an 11-10 victory as 58 staved off elimination in Game 5 today. We're going to play Game 6, and we'll see if they can do it a second time in a row. So let's load the game. For those people who might just be tuning in, we use Out of the Park 27. We usually do not have a noontime broadcast for those people having lunch on the East Coast. If you are watching the game, thank you for tuning in. We're usually on at 7:30 Eastern. Downloading content. I guess they're updating the game at Steam, huh? Here we go. In the sixth game, we find ourselves back in 1970 Fenway Park. We load the game. Just to review where we stand, 1970 leads 3-2. First game was won by the 1958 Red Sox. 1970 wins game 2, 70 wins game 3 and 4, up 3-1. Last night we played game 5, 11-10, excuse me, in 11 innings. Today it's going to be Tom Brewer against Sonny Siebert. Sonny Siebert's pitched 7 innings, allowed 7 hits, struck out 3, walked 3, has a 2.57 ERA in the series. Tom Brewer for the 58 Red Sox 0-1. He also pitched 7 innings, allowed 6 hits. He's got a 3.86 ERA. These are 2 good pitchers. Performing home run leader for the 58 Red Sox with 2 home runs at Ted Williams, 7 RBIs, and a 4.09 batting average. And for the 70 Red Sox, Yastrzemski leads, batting .550. And if they win, I'm sure he'll get the MVP award. Home runs, George Thomas has got 2. Yastrzemski got 7 runs batted in. Let's play the game. The batting order for the 1958 Red Sox has Pete Runnels at second base, leading off. Frank Malzone batting second. At third, Ted Williams in left field batting third. Jackie Jensen hitting cleanup in right. Dick Gurnett at first base hitting fifth. Don Budden sixth at short. Jimmy Pearsall seventh in center. Pete Daly catching eighth, and Frank Sullivan pitching and batting ninth. In sort of a strange lineup for the 1970 team, the AI is chosen to lead off with Tony Conigliaro, followed by George Thomas. Carl Yastrzemski at first base, Conigliaro's in right, Thomas in left. Reggie Smith hitting cleanup in center field, Petrocelli at short, fifth. Tom Satriano catching, hitting sixth. John Kennedy at third base. Seventh, Dick Schofield hitting eighth at second. And Ken Brett, sort of an odd choice, in my mind anyway, pitching and batting ninth. Let's start the game. Kenny Brett, George Brett's older brother, leading on the mound. He's 1-0. He's won his only start. Pete Runnels steps in, and here's the first pitch of the game. Runnels to line drive to third for the out, 1 down. Frank Malzone, 333 in the series. That ball's hit deep to left field, and that ball is out of here. Frank Malzone homers, and the 1958 squad take a 1-0 lead. Frank Malzone is the all-star third baseman for the 1958 Red Sox. This is an elimination game, the second one in a row for the 58 team. Ted Williams stepping in, hitting .409.
Strike three.
Brett strikes him out. And Jackie Jensen, 400 hitter. Lots of hitting in this series.
Strike three.
And he gets him on the outside corner. However, the 58 team had a home run by Malzone. They lead 1-0, headed to the bottom of the first. Excuse me. Frank Sullivan on the mound, facing Tony C. Tony C hitting .381. Like I said, everybody's hitting in this series. To right field, that's going to drop for a base hit. Frank Sullivan facing George Thomas, 238. He leads the Red Sox of 1970 with 2 home runs. That's a ground ball to short, over to second for 1. First double play. Carl Yastrzemski hitting .550, stepping in. That ball's hammered to right center field, and it's caught for the out. 1, 2, 3, almost. It was a single and a double play and a fly out. Go the 1970 Red Sox. We head to the top of the second. 1-0, 58. Dick Gurnett, only 2 hits in the series, facing Kenny Brett. He strikes out. 1 down. Don Budden hit a home run yesterday. He's 3 for 17. Ball is hit to right field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Don Budden on first. Jimmy Pearsall, 208. Center fielded for the late 50s Red Sox. Pops it up. The pitcher puts it away for the out. 2 down. Runner on first. Pete Daly, the catcher, he's hitting .286. Line drive, base hit, left center field. It's going to roll almost to the wall. It's cut off and thrown in. They hold the runner at second. Runners on first and second. 2 outs for the 58 team. Kenny Brett now is allowed 3 hits in an inning and 2/3. Frank Sullivan, the pitcher, up.
Strike three.
He struck him out to end the inning. Go to the bottom of the second, 1-0, 58. Reggie Smith, only 2 hits in the series, hitting cleanup. Line drive, right field. That is going to be a base hit. 5 hits already in the game. Makes sense. Rico Petrocelli, shortstop. There goes the runner. Here's the throw. He steals second. Reggie Smith on second, tying run. Petrocelli at the plate. Frank Sullivan gets the sign. Here's the 3-2 delivery. There's a grounder to short. It's going to throw to first for the out. Runner goes to third. 1 out. Frank Sullivan facing Tom Satrianos, hitting .263. Ground ball to short. The runner's going to hold. They throw to first for the out. 2 outs now, runner on third. John Kennedy hitting .235. Line drive, right field. This should tie the game up. It falls. Kennedy rounding first, heading for second. He's going to go in standing with a double. We're tied at 1 here in the bottom of the second. Dick Schofield, 200 hitter. And they walk him. Want to pitch to Ken Brett. Ken Brett 0 for 2. In real life, he was a pretty good hitter, I remember. Line drive, left field. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to score the second run of the game. The third run is coming in, and it is now 3-1, 1970. As Kenny Brett doubles, knocks in 2 runs. Tony C. up, singled his first time up, hitting .409. It's an elimination game. If 70 team wins, they move on in Region B. 1958 go home. Here's the pitch. And Sullivan strikes him out. The inning is over, but not before the 70 team scored 2 runs. We head to the top of the third, 3-1, 1970. Kenny Brett facing yesterday's hero, Pete Runnels. On the ground to Petroselli, throws to first for the out. Frank Malzone homered his second batter of the game to put 58 in front, but they now trail. He swings and misses, strike 3. Kenny Brett threw a changeup, and he was way ahead of that one. Ted Williams up. Ted Williams hitting .391. He's 0 for 1. He struck out against Brett in the first inning. Pops it up. Foul territory. The catcher's got it. 1-2-3. Go the 1958 Red Sox. To the bottom of the third we go. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the 70 squad. 58, 1-3-0. Frank Sullivan facing George Thomas. Thomas in the right field, base hit. Runner on first. Yastrzemski up 0 for 1 today. That ball is hit hard in the right field, but it's going to be caught by the right fielder. 1 down, runner still at first base for Reggie Smith. Reggie Smith doubled his first time up. No, he singled and stole second. That's what it was. Ground ball to second, flips to short for 1. They get 1 out. It is a fielder's choice. That's all they're going to get. And Rico, with only 3 hits in the series, steps into the batter's box to face Frank Sullivan. To right field, that ball's going to be off the right field wall on a hop. This should score a run. To the plate it comes. He slides head first. He's safe. Petroselli knocks in Reggie Smith with the 4th run of the game, and the 1970 team pulls ahead 4-1. Satriano up 0 for 1 today. High in the air. Center field, he's got it. Inning is over. We head to inning number 4. It is 4-1. 1970. Kenny Brett facing Jensen, Gurnett, and Budden. High in the air to deep left field, left center field. The center fielder's got it for the out. No, I missed it. It looked like an out from here. Let's see the replay as it's a double. Let's look what I missed. It looked like he caught it. It's high off the wall. He caught it. He caught the bounce off the wall. There's a double. Jensen on second. 1 out. Nobody out. Dick Gurnett up. To right field. Backing up. And he's got it for the out. Canigliaro throws it back in. Kenny Brett looks in at Don Budden, who's 1 for 1 today. Ball forward. Budden walks. Runners on first and second for Jimmy Pearsall. Also 0 for 1. Runner steals third. Runner on third, first and third. The runner holds at first. One away. Pearsall looks out at Brett. Brett gets the sign. Here's the 3-2 delivery, and he walked him. Bases are loaded for the 1958 squad. Pete Daly stepping in. Brett strikes him out. We have a pinch hitter, Bill Renner, 0 for 1. 58 facing elimination, wastes no time. Getting up off the bench, here we go. Kenny Brett, bases loaded, gets the sign. Here's the delivery. Ground ball to third, throws to first, and they get out of the inning. 1958 does not score. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 4-1, 1970. Lou Kiley on the mound for the 58 squad. He's pitched an inning and 2/3, allowed a hit, struck out nobody, walked one. John Kennedy, Dick Schofield, and Kenny Brett deal up. He struck him out. Called strike 3. Dick Schofield, 3 for 15 in the series. Line drive down into the left field corner. It's going to be all the way to the wall. He's going to go to second. He slides. He's got a double. Schofield on second. Kenny Brett due up. Kenny Brett's 1 for 1 and knocked in 2 of the 4 Boston 1970 runs. Ground ball to short, gonna throw to first. Brett is out, runner goes to third. 2 outs, runner on third. Tony Canigliaro up 1 for 2. Ground ball to short, throws to first. The inning's over, no score. Nobody scores that bottom of the fourth. We head to the top of the fifth, 4-1, 1970. This is a 1958 elimination game, so they got to win to bring it to a game 7. This is game 6. Pete Runnels stepping in. Runnels 0 for 2 today. Kenny Brett gets the sign. Into his windup, the 0-1 delivery. Line drive, base hit left field. Runnels at first, hero of last night's game. Frank Malzone homered in the first inning in this game. That ball's hit to second. Going to throw to first. Let the runner goes to second base. Runnels at second base. One out. Runner in scoring position for Ted Williams, who's 0 for 2 today. High in the air. Third baseman's got it for the out. 2 down. Runner still at second. Jackie Jensen, 1 for 2 today. Jensen to right center field. That ball is gonna drop in front of the center fielder. That's gonna knock in a run. Jensen goes into second, and he's doubled for the second time in a row. It is 4-2, 1970. Jensen, the hitting star of the game so far for 58. Dick Gurnett stepping in. Gurnett to line drive. I was going to say to left field, but the third baseman snares it for the out. The inning is over. We're halfway home here in 1970 Fenway Park. The 1970 squad 4-7-0. The 1958 squad 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. 1970 wins. They move on in the tournament. 1958 loses. They go home. Lou Kiley into his second inning in relief. He'll face Thomas, Yastrzemski, and Smith. To right field in the air. He is out. Carl Yastrzemski 0 for 2 today. Had a good game yesterday. He knocked in 7 runs.
Strike 3.
He struck him out. Reggie Smith 1 for 2. He's got a stolen base today. High in the air. Second baseman, right fielder's got it. I thought it was going to come down with the second baseman. It was so high in the air, I didn't know where it was. The inning is over. We head to the top of the 6th, 4-2, 1970. Phillips here. I am early. I have a busy day today. I've got a boxing match tonight at 11, so I had to get Game 6 out of the way early. You just joined us, 1970s ahead, 4-2. Frank Malzone hit a home run the top of the first inning to put the 58 squad ahead, but the 1970 squad scored 3 in the second, 1 in the third. They lead 4-2 with the top of the 6th inning. Kenny Brett facing Don Budden. Budden strikes out. Jimmy Pearsall. Pearsall is the center fielder for the Red Sox in the 1950s. He hits it high in the air to left, and he's going to be out. Pete Daly, the catcher. Left field, base hit. Cleveland Spiders are 1-3, played Game 4 this morning. Yes, I love the Spiders. Great team, even the losing team. Ted Lepsio is the pinch hitter coming in to bat for the pitcher runner on first. 2 away. 1958's not fooling around. They're not letting the pitcher hit. He walked them. First and second, tying run on first, Pete Reynolds. Here's the pitch, and Reynolds walks. Bases now loaded. Tying run on second, go-ahead run on first. Frank Malzone has already homered today, stepping into the batter's box. Kenny Brett gets the sign. Here's the 0-1 delivery. And that's down into the left field corner. That's going to score at least 2 runs. May score all 3, and here comes the third. Malzone is going to have a triple. And the 1958 squad leads 5-4. Malzone today has knocked in 6 runs. No, can't have knocked in 6 runs. Let's go to where he is here and find out what he's done. In today's game, two for 4. He's got a triple, a home run. He's knocked in 4 runs. Seems like 6. He's on third, 2 away. Teddy ball game up. Looking for an insurance run. Williams to second, throws to first. They drop the ball, the run scores. It is a error on the throw. Schofield charged with an error. It's an unearned run. It is 6-4, and Jackie Jensen up. Dangerous hitter. To right field, it's deep, and it is over the right fielder's head. 1 hops the wall. This should score another run. Here it comes, and it is 7-4, 1958. It's looking more and more like 58's going to win this game, stave off elimination for the second straight day, and we will have Game 7 on Saturday. Sometime we'll squeeze it in. Dick Gurnett, runner on second. 7-4, 3-run lead for the 58 team. To left, it is going to drop for a base hit. Run number 8 scores. That's a double. Cal Kuntz coming in for the 1970 Red Sox. Kenny Brett did not pitch well. 8-4, 1958. It looks to me like we're heading for a seventh game. Don Budden steps up to the plate, runner on second. Kuntz gets his sign. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Ground ball to third, over to first for the out. The inning is over, but not before. The 1958 squad scores 6 runs and go to the bottom of the sixth. They lead 8-4. Murray Wall pitched yesterday. He's 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned runs in the series. Struck out and walked 1. He will be facing Petrocelli, Satriano, and Kennedy. On the ground is second, 1 out. Satriano 0 for 2 today. Hit hard to left. It's going to fall for a base hit. 1970s problem in real life is they had no pitching, and they have no pitching today as Wall faces John Kennedy. Here we go. Line drive, second baseman's got it. And there's now 2 outs in the inning. Dick Schofield stepping in, runner on first, 2 away. Another ball hit to left. That's going to fall for a base hit. Runner's going to hold at second. Satriano at second, Kennedy at first. Or is that Schofield at first? Schofield at first is now 2 for 2. George Scott, the pinch hitter, coming up. He's 1 for 4 in the series. They're looking for a run. Scott deep in the left field. That's deep. That's go. He's caught it. Unbelievable. I thought it was going to be off the wall. That was hit hard by Scott. The inning is over. The 1958 squad escaped without allowing a run. We head to the top of the 7th inning, 8-4, 1958. Boy, that was hard hit. Bobby Bolin, who gave up Pete Runnels' home run last night, took the loss. Will be facing Pearsall Daly and Gene Stevens, who is playing left field, as they put in a double switch when they put the pitcher in. Ground ball to third, over to first for the out. When they do a double switch, they don't announce it on the screen, so unless I notice it on the lineup card, I don't find out until they come up to bat. A sip of my Friday morning coffee. Here we go. Pete Daly, nobody on, 1 out. 8-4, 1958. To left. He is out. 2 down. Gene Stevens. Stevens, 1 for 4 in the series, and that 1 hit's a home run.
Strike 3.
He struck him out. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the 7th. 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the 58 team. The 1970 team, 4-9-1. Murray Wall into his 2nd inning of relief. Tony Canigaro, the top of the order, up for the 70 Sox. Tony C. goes down on strikes. George Thomas today, 1 for 3. To right field we go, base hit. Carl Yastrzemski, 0 for 3 today. Highly unlikely. Yastrzemski under 500. They walk him. Murray Wall pitching to Reggie Smith, who's 1 for 3 today. 2 on, 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Line drive into center field. Base hit. Will the runner hold? Will he come home? Here he comes home. Here's the throw. He is safe at home. It's a RBI single. And the lead is now 8-5. Runners on first and second. Rico Petrocelli, 1 for 3. He has an RBI today. Ground ball to short. Runs over, tags the bag. They get the second out. They get a double play. 6-3 double play. No second baseman involved. 8-5. The 1958 team, we head to the top of the 8th inning. Top of the order for 58, Runnels, followed by Malzone and Wall. Malzone should be the MVP of the game today. Pops it up, foul territory. Third baseman's got it for the out. Bobby Bolin into his second inning. Frank Malzone, the star of the game. Hits it to second. Throws to first for the out. 2 down, Bolin facing Billy Klaus. Klaus is coming on as a pinch hitter. Ground ball to second. Throws to first. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Go the 58 squad. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 8-5. Well, that was interesting. Klaus pinch hit for Ted Williams. Obviously, they did that because they did a double switch. Monbouquet is now pitching for the 58 team, batting third. But no, that wasn't a double switch. Tell you the truth, I can't tell you why they pinch hit for Ted Williams. Monbouquet facing Tom Satriano. It's obviously a flaw in the AI's design. Line drive, base hit, right field. 1970 team has a runner on here in the bottom of the 8th. John Kennedy, 1 hit today. To third, over to second for 1, back to first, double play. 2 outs, nobody on. Billy Canigliaro coming on to pinch hit. Tony's younger brother. That ball's hammered in the right field, base hit, right center field. Center fielder picks it up, throws it in. Canigliaro on first with a single, and Mike Andrews coming up to pinch hit for the pitcher. Andrews, 1 for 3 on the day. That's hit into center field. No, it's hit into second base. Looked like it was going to center field. It's caught. The inning is over. We head to the 9th, 8-5, 58. As that curved line fooled me, but it is an out. We're in the 9th inning. 3 outs to go for the 58 squad. Vincente Romo for the 70 team. He'll be facing Jensen Gurnett and Budden. Slow roller to short. Petroselli to first for the out. Dick Gernert up. He swings and misses for strike 3. And Don Buttons had a good day, 1 for 3.
Strike 3.
He struck him out. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the 70 squad. If the 70 squad wins, they win the Region B round 6 and move on in the tournament. 1958 go home with 58 wins, and they're presently ahead by 3 runs. They go on to a game 7 right here tomorrow at Fenway Park. Bill Monbouquet facing Canigliaro, Thomas, and Yastrzemski. High in the air. Shortstop's got it for the out. George Thomas. Thomas on the ground is second. On the first 2 outs. 1 out away for 58, extending it to a game 7. Monbouquet looks at Yastrzemski. Here's the pitch. Yastrzemski high in the air, center field. He's got it for the out. The game is over. And the 1958 squad rush onto the field as they win 8 runs. 10 hits, 1 error for the 1970 squad, 5-13-1. We go to a game 7. I want to thank Jeffrey for coming in and being the only one in the park today. I know it's an early game and on short notice, but thank you very much. Anybody who watches this game later today, keep an eye on my Facebook page. I'll write it up. You can read about it if you don't want to watch it. And we will see you here on the channel sometime tomorrow with Game 7. Have a nice day, everybody. Oh, one more thing before I sign off. Boxing tonight. 11 p.m. Eastern, my lightweight tournament continues. Who do we have playing? Wait a second. Let me close this. Why have I forgotten? I don't know, but here's the lightweight fight that's on at 11 o'clock tonight. Benny Leonard, number 2. Edwin Valero, number 8. Valero upset Roberto Duran to make it into the semifinal round. Okay, that's it from here. We'll see you guys tonight.